Well, any video I make that features Socom seems to take off in relative terms compared to my other videos. That and bullshit pistols, when that was a thing. It's pretty obvious you guys and gals like power, so today I finally present you the review of the 10 round Socom, which actually aren't 10mm like I said in the Ruined vs Mark IV video, which by the way is still a relevant vid, so if you hadn't checked that out, then you should. But let's focus on today's video, the Socom rounds. Let's take a look at them, why they should be used, should they be left to die, is there even a place for them in the game in Warzone, and if so, where? Let's find out. Right, if you don't know what the Socom rounds are, where the hell have you been? But if you don't, they are an ammunition conversion for the M4 in A1. Instead of 30 bullets, you get 10, but they pack an almighty punch. Land a clean shot with these things and you're sending the recipient of your gift to the gulag or straight back to the lobby. A couple misses though and you'll find that parcel has returns. This is the pinnacle of risk and reward. The raw DPS with this weapon is filth. The total time you can sustain that total raw power though is limited. Boys, this is what you truly mean when you tell someone it'll be the best 2 seconds of their lives. Get caught reloading this thing. Bye! Let's be real though. Put all those one-liners aside, can you use this? Yes. But you must be a high-skill player. What? I must be high-skilled to use something in COD? That doesn't sound right. Well, yeah, the EBR is an example of that. But anyway, the point is, if your aim sucks, this is going to do absolutely nothing for you. Like, at all. If you want to get the most out of this, you need to get good and put the time into it. Possibly give it a spin in multiplayer first, question mark. The next variable is, if you can use it, is when are you using it? You are not beating a Grau at range with this gun. Even I can only just beat them at medium range. So lose the idea of using this at medium range and beyond. You can get kills for sure at that range, but just pull out a sniper and quickscope them on. Think of this as a submachine gun. Wait, what? Dude, that's why you don't have thousands of subscribers. Stop! Hang on, let me explain. What is in SMG range, you are going to absolutely dominate. And I don't mean in a PG way either. If you shoot first and a shotgun doesn't one-hit you, there's a very strong chance you're whipping them boys too. Seriously, you're going to find it extremely inconsistent at anything outside SMG range. So treat it like the 725 of the SMGs. Low ammo, high damage. Boom! Though I enjoy using the M16 barrel and recoil attachments build, the best of this gun comes in the form of building it like an SMG. All handling, all speed, and it is something else, like literally, only in making this video I have discovered I've been using it wrong this whole time. And that came from one of you suggesting it to me in one of the comments of the Bruin vs M4A1 video. This somehow is where you're going to find the most joy with this weapon. Not as a primary, but as a lethal secondary. Unfortunately, you do have to build your class around this. It's not a select and go weapon. You need to put a lot of thought into the setup, otherwise you're going to find yourself wanting. You're going to feel like you're missing something, and that will be consistency. Build it though, and it's going to be very rewarding. Look, if you want meta, you're in the wrong place. I believe the meta is what's popular, not necessarily what's the best. That's why I'm here, to try and break that barrier. Could I pick a Grau? Grab a few recons and camp like a bitch in a building? Of course, but where's the fun in that? No. The fun is whipping these mitochondriacs with things so powerful and questionable they can't even begin to comprehend the scope of the power and accidentally end up creating a new meta in the process. Which you've then got to beat out, thus making it popular and continuing the cycle. R.E.P. Renetti. So the question is building this worth completely abandoning your comfort zone? Well, the thing is, my brain tells me no, my heart tells me no, and yet I constantly find myself drawn to it. It's just so fun, so addictive and so challenging, but in a positive way, because it melts. It feels extremely rewarding when you use it. Very few things can do more damage than you, but you are weak against multiple enemies. The longer you're in a fight, the weaker you are, and it requires you to hug cover and have expert positioning, including in your rotations, and that requires practice and skill. But at the same time, it forces you to become a better Warzone player, the same way that going single fire Renetti only does in multiplayer. It forces you outside your comfort zone, which makes you a better player, makes you more conscious of where you and your teammates and enemies are, what's a good position to take a fight in. These things make you a better player, and when you use it, oddly, you feel like you're going to be finding yourself in good positions more often than you otherwise would. So where does it stand in the Warzone meta? Honestly, this is best on a sandbag. We'll do an A1A Warzone squad roles in another video, like if you want me to prioritize that video, by the way. But yes, this is because it's best on somebody who's probably going to be taking a fight one-on-one. More specifically, somebody who can only take a fight one-on-one. Your point man, person who takes point and often fires first and at the most people, shouldn't be using this because he needs to be able to take down 2 or 3 people, or at least be putting out a lot of sustained damage without needing to stop and reload. Yes, that means I shouldn't be using it. I know that, but like I said, it enhances you. And at the same time, it limits you. A bit like car finance, actually. But if you put this on a player, or you are the player that usually picks off 1 guy at the most, maybe 2 in a fight, you will notice they will be so much more destructive and win their one-on-ones. Not due to the damage output necessarily, although that is the major reason, but because they're going to be a lot less likely to be caught in a bad position and picked too. They're going to find themselves in a position where they're constantly thinking, where do I need to be? Where can I kill some of this? And likely it's going to end up in being 1 less player to worry about in the squad. So let's discuss the class setups for this gun then. As we know, you need to build around it, meaning you need something ideally with range to make up for that gap. So a sniper? No, leaves a mid-range gap. Another AR or LMG? No, it lacks range. How about an AUG? An AUG? Different ammo type, right? Yeah, but still ranged though. Well, you want to see what I found's pretty good for it? A marksman rifle. Yeah, that's right. Marksman rifles actually have a place in the game now, and I use the EBR. Yeah, you heard me right. I use the EBR, and I'll basically break down why. I feel as if this particular gun gives me the best value out of my bullets. So with that being said, I get a 20 round mag, which is always nice. I've put fully loaded on here because this will be my main outsource of damage for that medium and long range. I've popped the variable zoom scope on there because I want to be able to handle mid-range and long-range encounters, and I find that the variable zoom scope is, you know, quite versatile. When it's in like the not as zoomed in mode, the close ranger mode, it is actually quite decent. I'm using the precision comb on here instead of the speed build just because of that aim and stability, and this gun does double up as a sniper rifle when I need it to be. And yeah, I haven't put a barrel on here because, to be honest, the range is actually really decent anyway. It doesn't really need the barrel. And of course, I'm on the fixed suppressor for that added range. So yeah, I feel as if this covers the medium ground and the long range ground. A couple of pops to the head with this thing, and the dead. So let's just have a little look at how I'm currently running the M4A1 Socom. So of course I've got the Socom, kind of an important part of the class if you don't mind me saying so myself. I'm running the FSS Predator barrel because that gives you mobility and a suppressor, so good value in that. The tac laser, because you are using this aggressively, and it does make the aim down sight design a lot better. You don't want to be caught hip fire in this if you can help it. And yeah, so sleight of hand, it's obvious as to why I'm using sleight of hand on this one. And yeah, for the final attachment, I keep on getting myself torn between the optic and the no stop option. Currently just rocking the optic option at the moment because that's just the flavour of the day. But yeah, the perks, perks, you run whatever perks you like. I'm not going to give you perks. And same for these, like, run whatever you like. But as long as you've got the weapons in there, you should find this is quite a very well balanced class. And a surprisingly powerful one. But yes, let's continue on with the video. You can use any other marksman rifle. I'm just the most comfortable on the EBR. I'd love to use the SKS, but with the limited sniper ammo you can carry, value is important here, and I feel as if you get more value out of these bullets for a similar damage profile across the two than you would with the, you know, with the SKS, which is why I choose the EBR. But yeah, anything you want to use in that category is going to serve actually pretty well. So that's how I rock that class. So in conclusion, this is a high risk, high reward weapon. It's best in solos and duos. But if you want to give it a bash in squads, make sure your team know you're using it so they can take point and take the heat while you assassinate fools with this gun. So the pros are, it feels OP, has extremely high DPS when you hit every bullet, it's an excellent training weapon, and it is extremely fun. Now the cons are that it needs a bit love, it's low ammo, punishing if you miss, doesn't have multi-kill potential, and is inconsistent at range. All in all, should you use it in solos and duos? Yeah, why not? It's worth the hassle. Maybe it won't be your best option, but it's sure a good laugh and it is viable in those modes. In squads, I'd give it a miss, if I'm being personally honest. So that's the end of the video, everybody. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel for more. But what do you want to see? What off-meta things do you see no one using you want an in-depth review about? Let me know in the comments below, and I will make it happen. But in the meantime, I hope you all stay safe during this pandemic, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Peace!